Hey, it's Sunday afternoon. It's getting a little bit cooler here, but not too much. And I'm reading Paul McCartney's, actually, I'm looking at Paul McCartney's 1964 Eyes of the Storm picture book, meaning it's a photo essay book. It's kind of like YouTube by U2. It's a photo essay book about the Beatles tour in '64 through Liverpool, London, Paris, New York, Washington D.C., and Miami. And so, like, if you're either a fan of the Beatles or a fan of, let's say, New York, you'll love this book because it's got all these old black and white pictures that Paul got a camera, and this is his personal diary photos. You know, this is his personal photo essay going through. One of the things I thought was a picture that struck me is it was a photo of them having their photo made, and they all had to line up in a column because apparently in the newspapers they didn't have width space, they only had column space, and so they had to stack their heads up so they would have that head photo. So I thought that's kind of an interesting thing. So for those of you who don't think but know that you have to do too much to accommodate the media, they had to accommodate the media, and it's kind of interesting. There are a couple of things. I mean, you can see why he didn't want him, or I shouldn't say want, because that's attributing motive, but why this has been recently published, because it is just, like personal photos, like Cynthia Lennon, photo. It's photos that, plus a photo that of some fan in the dressing room, and that it's kind of like maybe some but this also has the photos of Mr. Brian Epstein, so that to get that correct. I don't ever associate a face with him, you know what I'm saying? I don't associate a face with Jane. I just, you just, some names you just know, so but you don't really have it. So yeah, check this out, especially if you're thinking music business. What does it mean? You can get a good feel for it in photo essays, truthfully. Okay, see you next week.